Hello, guys and gals of the internet. Today I am here to rant about a topic that many of you may know about. Some of you may not know about this topic, but I'm pretty sure most of us here have heard about bases. And if you haven't, what bases are is basically a screenshot from typically an anime or a cartoon, and they just take out like the hair and clothing. That's all they do, and then they put it online for people to draw over. Now, there are some pros and cons of bases. Today I will be listing off the pros and cons. I'm just going to pull up some bases right now. These are anime bases. And as you can see, most of them are from a particular anime, like Tokyo Ghoul, or from pre-existing art that someone has made. And the reason I am talking about bases because, well, for one, I'm just really one from Mirai Nikki. Yeah, that's one of the ones that I see people use a lot. Booty. But on a more that. Now here is an example of what your art will most likely look like if you use bases. Let me find a good. Oh, there. Okay, that is probably going to have to censor that later. Here, let me find a good example of what your art will look like if you use bases, but surprisingly I can't find any. Anyway, it's most of the time, you get the point, it's mostly bad. it's like really bad. But I have seen some cases where base using can actually look good, but that does not excuse the point that you are just drawing over the base. Now, if you do want to use bases to practice something, like, I don't know, maybe, and here's some MLP bases, by the way. They're less inappropriate than the anime bases, and yeah. As you can, people just draw over them, really, and it is a big problem on sites like DeviantArt. The reason why it's a problem because it limits, I know people have said this 1,000 times, but it limits creativity. I can see where you might want to use a base for a reference, like maybe you don't know how to draw a specific pose, like, I don't know, like, maybe you don't know how to draw a pony flying and you just want to take reference from that. That's good, that's dandy, that's perfectly fine. But if you're just going to draw over it, it is not very useful in your improvement. It just isn't. You aren't going to improve by just drawing over something. Of course, it isn't as bad as just like recoloring a character from an anime or a cartoon, but it is in that range because the art still looks awful when you get down to it. People a lot of time use bases when they're starting out with digital art. I myself have not started with digital art yet, but I do plan on it soon. I do plan on, like, maybe you'll see some screen draws in the future, like, I don't know. But yeah, it's just something that, and this is something that's a base that someone actually made for other people to use. Yeah. Yeah. But as you can see, bases like this, they're just screen caps from the show that you just draw over, it isn't very, like, if you use bases, like, don't post it on a social media site. I can understand if maybe you want to practice drawing manes or tails, or drawing hair on an anime character, or drawing clothing. That's good and dandy, but you shouldn't post it as actual art, because, well, it is art, but you didn't fully create the art. And yeah, it's just don't do it if you're starting out. If you're starting out, you should practice stuff like anatomy, or you shouldn't really be drawing like cartoony things if you don't know how to draw realistically yet. And if you have trouble with like poses and stuff, you can just search up drawing tutorial. It's right there. You just click on it, it moves to images if you don't want to watch a video. Maybe if you're having trouble with like eyes, yeah, there's eyes, there's hands. That looks like a dick, but we're not going to talk about it because YouTube will take this video down. Yeah. And like teaches you the placement of ears, which is important. Oh look, it's Sebastian. Sebastian from Carol Dasuji. So like if you're just starting out, I would say that most people should start with traditional art. Sorry guys, I cannot speak. Well, I'm sure no one's watching this video, but whatever. But yeah, friendly neighborhood ranter here, saying don't use bases, but you can use them as reference or for practice. Just don't post it online. Yeah. Farewell, and see you next video. Bye!